Hey guys, what's up? It's your guy Coach Sincere here, and we are going to talk about the pre-match analysis between the Moroccan team versus the Super Eagles. And at this point in time, it's a clash of the Titans. And we're going to talk about the tactical play of Morocco and the tactical play of Nigeria, and we'll try to evaluate and see the possible outcomes that might come out. And also in this, I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to go straight and analyze on both teams and give you the possible outcome that could play out. And also in that we're going to talk about little more stuffs happening in Rabat in the Morocco as the AFCON takes place. And after that, also we're also going to look at the possible outcome of from Egypt and Senegal. Also, we'll touch briefly on Egypt, Senegal, and see also what could be the outcome between Egypt and Senegal. Yeah. So now, as we dive into this analysis between the Super Eagles and the Moroccan team, it's going to be the clash of the Titans. This particular analysis is not going to be that long because these are two giants who are coming out to showcase themselves and make sure they get to the finals. Morocco, being the host, doesn't want to disappoint the fans as the host country. Nigeria also, who doesn't want to disappoint because they just were finalists. They were in the final of the last AFCON. They were just narrowly beaten by Ivory Coast, which means they are here for revenge to make sure that they lift that trophy. And now, looking at the team, yes, Morocco has the likes of Hakimi, Ibrahim Diaz, and their other, they are also their keeper again, which is Bruno. These are all fantastic players. They like to play a pressing, attacking football, which means they are going to come into that game with the knowledge of they just want to destroy Nigeria as quick as possible because everybody in Africa wants to beat Nigeria because it's like a glorious trophy for you to beat Nigeria. You could see even when they were asking a lot of fans after the match against Algeria, everybody was just shifting. Even the Cameroonians were just shifting. The Ghanaians were shifting. Oh, they are going to back Morocco, and I sincerely, as our brothers, which are just our close neighbor, I expected them to support Nigeria, but majority of all the whole fans just want Nigeria to lose. So, which means going into that game, Morocco are going to be playing with an extra man, which is the fans, and also with sometimes in football the referee might be on their side. We pray for that not to happen. We saw the referee which they selected was a referee which has had a little kind of controversy in there. And we're not yet sure because I learned that the NFF have submitted an application for the referee to be changed, for the match against Morocco. And we're still seeing if that result is going to take place, that the CAF is going to change the referee because that was the same referee that refereed the game against Cameroon, and we saw the incidents of the penalty on Umbremo where the referee put a blind side, even the VAR put a blind side on that. So we want to see if the petition of changing the referee that the NFF submitted to CAF is going to take place. And also, again, when we look at it, the Nigerian team, we know we already have the omission of Wilfred Ndidi, who is not going to be playing in that match. So this is the opportunity from what Coach Eric Chile said, that already the boys he has in his portfolio are very talented to fill the shoes that Wilfred Ndidi has created. And you could see this, the likes of Dele Bashiru and Onyedika are likable replacements for that place because now we already know Frank Onyeka has a defensive minded kind of orientation because he's a defensive midfielder. So he will slide into the replacement for Wilfred Ndidi. And also again, brings now, who is he going to play? Is he going to maintain the same diamond 4-2-2, which Ademola Lookman plays in the middle? And now, which means now, is he going to replace Wilfred Ndidi with either Dele Bashiru or Nyedika? And also, he also talked about the physical status of his players because of the jet lag that might happen. The physicality of his players has to also come into consideration when he's trying to make his selection. He doesn't want to overwhelm these players, because that was one of the problems we had in the last AFCON in the final against Ivory Coast. Most of our key players were fully exhausted. So we have to make sure that in this particular AFCON, we try to make sure we don't allow that to happen, because we have so many fantastic players in the bench who can come out and give us that winning victory which we want. Because the bond in that team, as like Alex Iwobi said, when they asked him what was the difference between the previous teams and from the time he entered into the Super Eagles in 2015, all the AFCON he has been playing, when they asked what was the difference and why is this one being like the one more successful, he said no, that the brotherly bond in this particular set of players is one of their key strengths. And you can look at that because most of all these players now are in their prime, and now because they have learned their mistakes from prior African Nations Cup, and now they are getting to understand themselves more, and you can see it. It's something where is going on. And also again, you could see from when they asked Coach Eric Chile about what is his ideology about the players, you see what Eric Chile said. Eric Chile came out openly and was giving praises on his player. It's not just because some people might think, yes, a coach must always say that, but if you look deep down into Eric Chile and his method of philosophy that he used in this particular AFCON, and getting the mentality of these boys to blend with him, you should. This was the reason why I said it. This is the difference between Eric Chile and the former Super Eagles coach that was sacked, which is Finidi George. Eric Chile understood that these players are like his brothers. He didn't go there with pride, stating that, oh yes, I had a glorious career before, oh, I'm older than you, trying to become like a dictator. He came in there friendly, like a brother, blend into their system. He didn't destroy the bond they had, only amplified it, made sure that they increased their brotherly friendly nature. And you see, even with the incident that happened after the Mozambique match, during the Mozambique match against Victor Osimhen and the other one, you saw the way in Algeria match, it was like nothing happened. So, Coach Eric Chile, your man management skills, I give you a thumbs up for that, and I hope you keep on doing it and make sure you get to the final and lift that trophy. Also, again, we're going to talk about the Egypt game, who's going to be against Senegal. Yes, this is Mo Salah against Sadio Mane. These are the two key players in those teams. Also, you know, we have Koulibaly, who is the captain of the Senegal team. We also have some other players in the Egyptian team who plays abroad, which are also good. But for me, I see Senegal prevailing over Egypt, because if you watch well from all the games that Senegal has been playing, they have been playing in a sense where they were more, their desire is for winning, it was more than the Egyptian. Because if you watch well, when Egypt played against Benin, I said it before that it was a narrow escape for the Egyptian team, for the Pharaohs of Egypt. And so for me, I see Senegal triumphing over Egypt. And for me, the final has just to be Senegal versus Nigeria. We have to make it a West African final. So this is just the in a nutshell, this is just the analysis of the games that are going to come out between Nigeria and Morocco, and also Egypt versus Senegal. And I just want to say that the AFCON is getting to the point now where it's everybody is a do or die affair, and we want to see how it goes, because we saw the incidents of so many other incidents happening around, the incidents about the Algerian fans and team creating chaos because they lost to Nigeria. Yes, it's a pride for any country to beat Nigeria, and you can see it. That was just it. But still, we are the Super Eagles. We always fly, and we are going to fly to the highest points where no one will see us, because we are just too good. And I wish the Super Eagles luck. Coach Chile, do us proud and take us to that final. And those Super Eagles players are going to be by you. They're going to be by your side and take us to that final. This is Coach Sincere of the Eagles Podcast. And we'll see you with the watch along, where you join me as we watch the match. In Rabat against Morocco. You can tune into my TikTok channel, which will be the Eagle Eye Sportscast, where you could also watch with me, even if you don't have where to watch the match. You could tune into my channel, the Eagle Eye Sportscast, where we're going to be live streaming the game also. Join me as we watch it, and stay tuned for more.